Hello everyone, this is The Breakdown and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And first of all, I just want to say that I'm sick as of the recording of the video. So if I cough, sneeze, or do anything like that, I am sorry in advance. But aside from that, we're going to be talking about, or I'll be talking about, The Office, not the UK version, the US version. The Office US has a very special place in my heart because I feel like it's one of the best series or shows, out there. And even though it's over or they don't make any more episodes, people still watch it. And that's what a good show does, right? People watch it 10 years later, or 6 years later in this case. But you know, I'm not really going to talk about The Office in detail. I'm going to talk about like bits and pieces and briefly talk about what I like and what I did not like. So without further ado, let's get started. So, the show, or The Office, is meant to be a sitcom about offices in North America. And the show makes you feel like you're in the office with those people throughout all 9 seasons. And it's not only about the office in the office, it's more of like the lives of the characters in the office. For example, you don't really actually in the first season you're pretty much almost all the time in the office, but other than that, you're not really in the office that much. And that's what I liked about this, is that you're not always inside the office. That would just be boring. So every episode in this show picks up right after the previous one, so there's no plot holes, there's no questions left behind. It just keeps going, and that's good. They actually managed to make every new episode intriguing in their own way, and it's just not like the same stuff every episode, which is why this is very successful. The show itself is very funny in a realistic way. And what I mean by that is that there's no like fantasy stuff going on, or like there's superheroes, for example, or any of that. It's just plain simple office in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And that was good. You might, when you hear this, you may think, oh, it's just gonna be a boring show with like no background, nothing. But when you watch it, it's pretty much the other way around. It's a great show. All the characters intriguing in their own way. For example, Michael's the boss. He's funny. He's naturally funny, charismatic. Dwight is Dwight, and he's funny as well. Jim is Jim. He's like the guy that, the cool guy, I would say. Pam is the hot chick in the office, for example. Phil is not fat, but I don't want to say fat. Okay, well, you know what I mean. Phyllis is Phyllis. Creed is also a very funny part about the show. And anyways, I'm not really gonna talk about all of the characters in the office because that would be a long video. But every character has is good in their own ways. There are not any characters that are left behind, like they don't show them anymore. For example, Toby and Daryl are characters that are mainly not meant to be main characters per se. So I mean, often you don't get to see them, but when you get to see them, they shine. there's not one character that I don't think is like left behind and not shown again. If that makes sense, hopefully. Speaking of characters, Michael Scott is a god, literally. He's a great character overall. He delivers what you want in a show. He's charismatic, he's funny. He wants attention a lot, but I don't mind that. And there's a lot of characters that also are charismatic. But as for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna move on and say that this show can be seen over and over and over and over again without getting bored, because as I said, the show is a reflection of a real life situation in North America. A lot of people go in the offices and they have probably the same thing, and that's what the show is trying to show you, or show the audience, that offices have their issues, but they can also be fun. The ending to this show is great overall. Every character has their ending, or their proper ending, but some aspects of the last couple episodes of the last season are pretty confusing, and I'm not really gonna go too in depth talking about that issue. But if you've seen the show, you probably know what I'm talking about. So as always, there's not a perfect show, so I'm just gonna say that there's actually one issue to this show, and that is that it ended too early. The show was very, very successful back in 2005 to 2013. So I don't know what they ended it. Maybe it's because they didn't have the time, maybe they didn't have the budget anymore. So I respect that, but I just wish if they had the budget, if they had the time, they could have made more. They could have made more episodes and seasons, and I would have been completely fine with that. But as I said, this video is not going to be long, so I'm just going to end it there. And before I actually end this video, I just want to say that if you guys want me to make reviews of specific seasons or episodes even, I can do that if you guys want. I'd be happy to do that. But most likely, I'll be doing probably a countdown or like a rating of my favorite characters in The Office. So that, watch out for that. And yeah, I'm kind of sick right now. But anyways, sorry for the shitty video. I didn't want to make this right now, but I feel like I had to. And yeah, sorry for me being sick. But anyways, this has been The Breakdown, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.